Welcome to episode 2 of the Texas Rangers franchise here in MLB 23, the show. As you can see, we're in the month of July, simming a little bit here, heading towards the All-Star break. We have this National Series, and obviously the draft. I didn't really know which direction I wanted to go. We have the 4th pick, and like I said in the last episode, I did scouting on auto, and so we kind of just had to work with what we had, kind of like this season stats. But as you saw there, Jared McCoy was a pitcher, and we got this Fernando Morales, 21-year-old pitcher as well. But we have a lot of pitching prospects, and I was really looking for more outfield prospects. So there's Cristobal Campillo, I assume is how you say that. He's 22 already, and the other outfielder we look at also is pretty old. But that's really the best scouted outfielders we had. Campillo looks pretty good. I hope that's how you say his last name. I have no idea. He's also a fake person, so who cares? And Henry Cabrera, he's 20, so a little bit younger, but 5'10". I really like the contact numbers on Henry. That's something that really stood out to me about him. But we'll head into the draft here. I like the new draft presentation. I think that's pretty cool. But like I said, we have the 4th pick, and I'm hoping at least one of those outfielders is there, and if not, we'll decide between one of those pitchers. As long as everyone's still there. We'll probably take one of those outfielders. As this Derek White. He opted out of his medical exam, which is why I didn't really look at him, and we didn't have him very much scouted. So I really had no interest in Derek White, I think is his name. And the Nationals will take Felix Sosa, a guy that was injured, so I also didn't take him. We'll have to look and see next episode what everyone's overall turned out to be and their potential. Excited to see that, especially for Sosa, because I actually liked him, but he was injured. And there's Kevin Ramirez, one of the other outfielders that we had scouted, that auto scouted, but he was also injured, so we didn't take him. Cristobal looked pretty good, and I actually almost drafted him, but I decided not to draft him. I like the fielding, and I like the upside of the power. I believe he was against righties. But Henry pretty much beats him in every single stat except for fielding and arm, I think. But his upside's way higher, I think, and he's younger. So as you'll see here in a second, we do take Henry. He turned out to be pretty good. I won't spoil it for next episode. But the 78 to 90 potential turned out to be pretty accurate. So we don't have a second round pick because I think we'd lose it for the qualifying offer or something like that. I don't really remember how the second round works, but we have a 3rd round pick. It auto-scouted a lot of relievers, which was confusing to me because I don't know why you would draft a reliever so high. But here's Pedro Feliciano. I liked his power. He looked good, and so we drafted him. He was pretty good. We drafted a few other guys, and I'll show you in the next episode. But not a lot of guys jumped out to me, but a little teaser for next episode. We did draft a pretty high potential guy in, I think, the 4th round, either the 4th or the 5th. As we hop into the All-Star voting here, these are the All-Star rosters, actually. So you saw Nathan Eovaldi, Marcus Semien at second base. Shortstop, Corey Seager got snubbed. I don't know how J.P. Crawford made it over him. I don't know if it's because I don't know if he's the only Mariner. I didn't check. But yeah, as we keep simming here. Going a little fast, I noticed now, but I'll work on that next episode. Searching for trades, because I was really excited to use some of the prospects that we didn't need for trades, but I was searching for a trade, and none of the guys I was looking at made sense because they were either on teams that were too good or their asking price was just way too high. So we ended up not making any trades, unfortunately. We're just going to rock with the roster we have now. We're in first place by 5.5 games. So I think overall we didn't need to make a trade anyways. But we'll hop into this game against the Astros in the top of the ninth, down by 1. I like this format of episode better, where we do the critical situations. So I think we'll just sim 1 month at a time per episode, and then we'll have a trade deadline episode next season. Hopping into this season midway through, I think I'm kind of regretting that decision, just because it's so sped up and it doesn't give me enough time. That's a base hit to the left side from Marcus Semien. He's really turned his numbers around, thankfully. There's Billy Hamilton on the Astros. Franchise teams do a lot of that, which is unfortunate. Like a lot of random moves. I'll keep bringing up the Bobby Witt one because the Royals trading Bobby Witt for a reliever is insane. But I digress. As that ball's clubbed deep right field, and that is a moonshot from Nathaniel Lowe to put the Rangers up 4-3 in the top of the ninth. I believe that's his 15th of the season. As you see Seager and Bubba Thompson going crazy. His 15th of the season. 406 feet. Absolutely crushed off Devin Williams, one of the better relievers in the league. Nathaniel Lowe continues to have a crazy season. I think he's hitting 320, something like that. I think he leads the American League in batting average. 15 home runs. Absolutely insane. And yeah, no doubt about it right off the bat. He knew it. Simeon knew it. Even Devin Williams knew it, as you can see. That'll bring Jonah Heim. But yeah, as I was saying, the starting midway through really threw off the flow for the first couple episodes. But I think episode 3 will be better because now I know how I'm going to structure these videos and the overall product will be better, I think. So yeah, 1-1 count to Jonah Heim. The next episode, I actually want to address the contract extensions. Our whole team pretty much, except for Simeon and Seager. I know Garcia needs one. I know Heim needs one. And I know Nathaniel Lowe needs one. As we give up a solo home run to Martin Maldonado in quick manage. I did quick manage because I assumed we could lock it down. Turns out to not be the case. So that'll bring up Tavares, who will move the runner up. Ground ball to first base. Jose Brady fields it. But yeah, now we're in extras, and I thought we had that game won. A little bit unfortunate, but I'll bring up Corey Seager with the infield in and 1 out in the top of the 10th. Rafael Montero on the hill. And that's up the middle through Montero's legs, and that'll get the run in for the Rangers. But you know, in these extra inning games, that one run not always the most important. You always want to tack on more when you can, since they start on second base in the beginning of the inning. Which I still don't know how I feel about it. I think this is the second year that's been the rule. Still don't know how to feel about it. As Simeon will pop that one up. It might drop, but it looks like I think that's McCormick out in center. He gets under it pretty easy. He's jogging, so I was wondering. I thought for a second that might drop in there. And I'll bring up Nathaniel Lowe again, the hero in the 9th inning, to put the Rangers ahead. As that's fouled away. Nathaniel Lowe, definitely a guy I want to re-sign. But with all of the players needing extension at the same time, we have to make some decisions. And Nathaniel Lowe gets hit in the shoulder. Hopefully he's okay. As I'll head down to first. And yeah, he's fine. So we have 2 on and 2 outs for Jonah Heim. Up by 1. Montero kicks deals. Another foul ball. I'm actually really enjoying using zone hitting from this camera angle. It's obviously a lot harder, but it's not too hard where I can't ever hit the ball. And that's on the ground at first. Abreu fields it nicely. Right to the bottom of the 10th, 5-4 Rangers. After Corey Seager with a nice RBI single up the middle. So they'll have Kyle Tucker up. And we'll bring in our guy. Will Smith, sorry. I knew we went to Will Smith. The post-recording commentary I need to get better at. But we'll make it work. As that is a ball to Kyle Tucker. And that's up the middle. Tavares is going to come up throwing. They're sending the runner home. The play at the plate. He got him! Leody Tavares! With a beautiful throw. An absolute strike from center. Pats himself on the shoulder. An absolute cannon to home plate. Getting Dubon. And saving the Rangers' lead for at least now. They got to score from first now instead of second. And they will actually pinch run Kyle Tucker for, I think it's a Jake Myers. I bring up Jeremy Pena, who is actually in the top 5, I think, for home runs right now, which is kind of crazy. He's having a good year. That's fouled off. Quick 2-strike count here on Pena. Ooh, it's a professional take there from Jeremy Pena. As I hit that on the ground, and that'll be through the infield for a base hit. So the Astros will have 2 on and only 1 out. As that was a nice hit through the left side. Will Smith still going to pitch. I think this would be his 3rd hitter. Obvious frustration there, which is not good sign, not good body language from your closer. Will Smith in real life actually blew a game where the Rangers were down 10-2, came back, were up 1, and he blew that lead, unfortunately. But it is 2-1 to Jose Abreu. But like I said, as I make more of these, the editing will be better and the post commentary be better. And I'm building up to, as that is swing and a miss, I'm building up to my Madden franchise. I want to get as much practice as I can in before Madden comes out. And the 2-2, the count goes full. Chas McCormick on deck. And that is a walk. He walks if the base is loaded. And Corey Lee will pinch run for him. That's a catcher, I believe. For Chas McCormick. And the Rangers will go to Aroldis Chapman. Having a horrible year in the franchise. Pretty good year in real life, though. So start with a fastball in at 99. McCormick hitting 349 with runners in scoring position. As he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-2 count quickly. And the 0-2 from Chapman is popped up. Bubba Thompson going to get under it, but he decides not to. I don't know if it was going to land in the stands. I did not want him to catch it, though, because he would have tagged up pretty easily. So now the 0-2 from Chapman. It's on the ground to Lowe. Lowe comes home, force out, throw back to first. In time, the Rangers hold on to win in extra innings, thanks to the throw from Leody Taveras and Aroldis Chapman working out of a jam. But like I said, I want to get as many reps in with this franchise mode, so then when Madden comes out, I have everything down pat and I know how everything works. And I get used to talking, because I'm not used to talking into a microphone. But that'll do it for this episode as the Rangers hold on to win 5-4. Next episode will be all of July, I think, or September. August. There we go. It's August. So we'll sim one more spot. And John Gray comes off the IL. So I think we're going to send down Taylor Hearn. I kind of want to send down Andrew Heaney, but since it's overall so much higher, I'm going to send down Taylor Hearn and leave you guys on kind of a sour note. As you see, our pitching rotation is that with Eovaldi, Heaney, Dunning, Gray, and Perez. That'll be like that for the rest of the season, barring any injuries. But I'm going to leave you on this note right here, and we're going to see what we're going to do next episode. AAA lineup is not correct, and Corey Seager is out for 1 to 2 months.